Hello everyone, it's ShinySparky14 and welcome back to more of the World of Magic. Alrighty, so last time we were doing part 1 of the hit rate test, and well, you saw the results. About 3.7% of the time we get a miss. So this time we're going to, well, pretty much put our stuff back, and yes, again we are, damn it! Oh, there's that loud machine again, and yes, I'm recording these two back to back, or the commentary at least. I'm recording it back to back on these two thingies, which is why the loud machine at the end of the last video is still here, and hopefully, okay, it's like fading away slightly, but yeah, because sometimes it goes like away a little bit, you know, and sometimes it comes closer, and I hate it when it comes closer because then the sound gets picked up even louder, and that's just BS. So guys, so again, you were seeing this for the third time. All this video, you know, all of this video footage was first came in part 108 and then in part 110 and now in part 112. Yeah. So yes, it is getting boring, and trust me guys, I'm pretty much just as sick of it as you are, because I just want to get back to the game, uploading actual videos of the game, making progress, you know, leveling, training, killing bosses and stuff, or farming, and yeah, you know, all that stuff. All of that stuff. I just want to do all of that. I really do. So, now I was going, okay, well, I guess I'll just tell you right now. After this video, you may be thinking, okay, is this the last video? Because now I did 2 of Dexterity damage, 2 of critical, 2 of Dexterity critical, and 2 of Dexterity hit rate. You know, basically to prove or disprove that these things affect it. Damn it, it's loud again, the machine. But, okay, so as I was saying, yeah, try not to mind that, although it's going to be pretty hard to not mind that, because it's a pretty loud machine right now. It really is. I hate those things. As I was saying, okay, I mean actually, okay. So 6 videos total. Part 108, part 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, this is 112. So again, you're thinking, is this it? Well, to tell you, there's going to be just one more video. Just one more video. Part 113 is going to be one more video of tests. Now, it's not going to be a, you know, dual thing again of, you know, 113 and 114 of, you know, part 1 and 2. No, it's just going to be one video. Now, here you see the first test. 4 out of 115 were misses. Alright. So, could that just have been a lower one by, or I mean, like, the same one as the previous video? Around the same? Or was that an outlier? We will have to wait and see. We will have to. Okay, the thingy is on again, the freaking machine. Alright, so, as I was saying, why exactly one more video? Because in the next video, we're actually going to be testing critical stat. Just critical stat. What do I mean by this? Well, it's quite simple. In the next video, okay, because if you haven't noticed, I've been testing 6 dexterity, right? 22, 6 of the difference. 22 versus 28, that's 6 dexterity of a difference. Now, in the next video, I am going to take out all of my dexterity stuff again, have 22 dexterity, and put on equipment that will give me a total of 6 critical stat, meaning what the hat gives me and what the armor gives me and what other stuff give me. Why am I doing this? Because I'm going to be comparing 6 critical versus 6 dexterity to see the difference of critical and what they do, and then we can of course compare it to, okay, pretty much these are the 3 things I'm going to be putting like on a chart or something. Row 1, 22 dexterity, 0 critical. Row 2, 28 dexterity, 0 critical. Row 3, 22 dexterity, 6 critical. Basically, I'm going to be comparing 6 critical versus 6 dexterity. If I have 6 more dexterity, I'm going to take out all the critical. If I have 6 more critical, I'm going to take out all the dexterity of a difference, which means basically it's going to be 22 dexterity, 6 critical versus 28 dexterity, 0 critical. To see the difference, we're going to be comparing 6 versus 6 to really see the dexterity difference of damage or whatever, yeah. Or not damage, difference of critical rate. Yeah. So, pretty interesting. And now, speaking of critical damage, I just accidentally said that. Some of you guys did say that, because let me tell you, these things are post-commentary, so I'm pretty much, you know, I'm recording these the day before these videos are going to be uploaded. The commentary part, so I know the comments that you guys left, and I guess I'll talk about that. I've had the majority of comments. Okay, here's number 2, 5 out of 118. Yep. So there you go. As you can see, it's not really going to be changing much. It's not. So, as I was just saying, as I was saying just right now, the comments, of course there's been a lot of comments in these tests because, again, it still seems controversial to many people. Let me just explain. Mainly in the dexterity damage test, have people already said a variety of things of what they think or what they know they said, and that, I mean, it's just a very good example of how controversial it is, you know, when because nobody really knows the answer. I mean, I was of course proving or trying to prove that dexterity does not do any damage, but can I say I'm 100% sure? I mean, I don't think I can say I'm 100% sure that dexterity has no increase in damage, but let me just tell you. Okay, let me get these pages because I got some stuff that some of you guys said. Okay. Some of you guys were saying that you guys already knew that dexterity did not improve damage, but you did know that it improves critical rate, but not hit rate either. Some of you guys are still saying that dexterity does increase damage, but it's very minimal. That's the one I believe the least, of dexterity increasing damage, just because, again, I was comparing 6. Some of you guys were saying that dexterity only works in sets of 5. For example, 20 dexterity is the same thing as 24 dexterity, but once you reach 25 dexterity, there's a difference between 25 and 20, or 21, 22, 23, 24. Basically, once you reach every 5, which means 24 versus 25 dexterity, there's a difference. 20 versus 24, there's no difference. I have actually heard that before. I had actually heard that before. And I mean, there's a reason why I did 22 versus 28. There's a reason why I didn't do 20 versus 24 or 25 versus 28, because I knew that would happen. If I'm comparing 22 versus 28, I'm already passing that requirement that some of you guys were mentioning, because 22 is in the same category as 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. While the 28 I was comparing it to is already in the same category of the next 5, 25, 26, 27, 28. So it's already more than 5 of a difference. Because of that, we should have seen a difference, which we didn't. And again, that's exactly why I did 22 versus 28. I wanted to do a difference of 5, and I also wanted to pass the sets of 5 that people say that it does. So yeah, that's why I did that. And again, some people were still saying that it does increase damage, but it's very minimal. I don't know about that, but some of you guys were saying that it only improves evasion rate. That's it. Just evasion rate. I never thought about testing that, to be honest. Just evasion rate. I mean, I know that I've said before that dexterity increases evasion when people ask me, and I just said that, but I never even tested it because I don't have a test ready for that. I don't. I only have one more video after this one, part 113, which is going to test a critical stat versus dexterity. So I don't know if I'll be testing evasion later, but I don't know, probably not. It just, I don't know. Because to be honest, I've gotten rid of my dexterity stuff, slowly but surely. Because again, it's post-commentary, so I know the future, the several videos ahead. And I know what's been happening. And yeah, you know, just, yeah. Another thing is that eventually, eventually I just get rid of all the dexterity stuff because it's just, no. And again, I don't even see a difference. Some people were saying, though, some of you guys were saying that dexterity, hold on, let me get the page. Oh yeah. Some of you guys were saying that dexterity improves critical rate. Okay, that I guess I believe because the test proved that. But some of you guys were also saying that dexterity improves critical damage, and only critical damage, not normal attack damage, which means not the attacks I've been calculating, but critical attack damage. Critical damage. And I was like, that is quite interesting. That is a quite interesting theory. I mean, I could also have tested that, but the thing is, again, I don't have tests ready. I don't, and I won't be for any time soon. That is interesting, though. But again, it's something, okay, for that one I haven't tested, but whenever I take out my dexterity stuff and I start fighting enemies, I don't even see a difference in damage. And because I get a lot of criticals just because of my decent critical rate, I guess, I was still not seeing, I was still not killing enemies any slower. At least it didn't feel like it. Yes, that one's not official because it's not a test that I did, but I'm just saying, even with that, I didn't feel like a difference in critical damage of what dexterity does. But again, I cannot I can't say yes or no for a fact because I never really did a test for that. But yeah, that's just a lot of stuff. And then some of you guys really went on like really long and started giving me examples of stuff back then. And yeah, some of you guys were saying that, you know, you guys were long-term players and you guys did test this to an extent and kind of figured it out. And yeah, but all I'm gonna say is that it's pretty interesting that, I mean, this game was developed in, or I mean, it was developed earlier in 2010 because it started as a normal phone game, but it came into the App Store like in 2010, I think. And it's just interesting. It amazes me that it's been like 4 years or so and nobody still has a definite answer, because the comments in those, I'm not saying any of you guys are right or wrong right off the bat, you know, but again, if you guys haven't seen the comments in parts 107 and 108, go back there and check. Read the comments. There's a lot of interesting stuff of what you guys said, you know, just as a comment. I read them all, of course. I read them all. I read all the comments. And it's very interesting. It's very interesting that literally every single comment has something different. I mean, can I just say that one of you guys is right, or maybe like two, but it's crazy because even I'm not going to say that the stuff that I did in the test, I'm 100% right. I mean, I have an idea of what it does, but I still can't say I'm 100% right. But as I was saying, it's really interesting, and the comments in those videos, 107 and 108, they really prove just how interesting and how amazing. It just amazes me that it's been 4 years and nobody can still get a definite answer as to what it does. Just because Come To Us doesn't even really, they haven't said anything like I was saying before, and yeah, nobody actually said anything that Come To Us has said that Dexterity increases damage, because they haven't. And that, again, I wasn't going to be able to find information, and I knew that nobody was going to be able to, because I tried everywhere. No, I can't. I cannot find anywhere where Come To Us says that Dexterity does this or that. They don't. They're just implying that Dexterity is better for a Ranger, Strength for a Warrior, and Intelligence for a Mage. That's it. Overall, it's all really crazy. And again, it's been 4 years and nobody can still find a definite answer as to what exactly the stat does. And from what I've seen, it's really not that big a deal, because I've taken off my stuff, taken them back on. What these tests give me an idea from, it's not that big a deal. Yes, Dexterity gives you a critical boost, but not a hit rate boost. And not a damage boost, because as we're going to see right now, actually very soon. Hold on. In the next 5 seconds, we're going to go to the final menu, so here we go. Here it is. As you can see, there's no increase. There's none. What is it saying? This can say a lot of stuff, but basically, I mean, again, there might be a problem with the hit rate test. There could be, but I'm not 100% sure. As I was saying in the previous video, the whole argument of hit rate, that's pretty much the entire thing that I was saying, that you can't really find a definite answer, because it's crazy. But if you want to know the entire, average of hit rate, well, what is it? I'm gonna bring it up real soon. Wait, am I looking at the right thing? Okay, yeah, 3.7351. It went up by 0.04. It's just dumb luck, because it's not significant enough. It's not. This test said that Dexterity does not improve hit rate, but again, the entire argument that I was saying in the previous video might make this argument just, be trashed, because all of this proof, or that I try to find proof. But whatever. So say what you want, whatever you want in the comments, leave whatever you want, and yeah, so goodbye everybody, and until next time.